Okay, so I don't do plan with me videos. I've never done a plan with me video, but actually what I can ascertain from watching the plan with me videos is that they're actually sort of more like decorate with me videos. Sorry, I should have realised I should have turned the camera around to do a face-to-face, because actually you're just going to be looking at some hands. So sorry about that, but I hope that's okay. We'll roll with it, just say yes. Just say yes and just kind of like, don't worry about it. So anyway, I haven't done one of these decorate with me videos before because I wasn't really sure, decorate or plan with me videos before, because I just wasn't really sure how to do them and if I wanted to do them. When I do decorating in my planner, I either fully decorate before, like on blank pages, and then just fill it in as I go afterwards, but don't really have anything to kind of put in the planner, if you know what I mean. And other times I decorate as I go throughout the week, which is actually what I have been doing a lot more of lately, is decorate as I go throughout the week. But so many of you have been asking for one of these videos, so I thought, why not give it a go? Okay, so just bear with me because this is my first video like this, and yes, I don't know how it's going to go or how well it's going to be or anything like that. So what I'm going to use this week is, I have been chatting with the lovely Rachel, who owns Ellie Beth Designs, and she is an Etsy shop here in the UK, and as you can probably guess, she makes stickers, and I've shown her before on my channel. I've done some like haul videos from her before, and you've seen those. So we've been chatting, and she's a friend of mine, and if you subscribe to the Brimbles boxes, then look out for some of her cuteness coming in the next couple of months. Sneaky peek there. Yeah, so she has some gorgeous designs, and we've both been taking part in some swaps lately, and she has sent me some of these gorgeous stickers to use. So she sent me these as like kind of previews before any of you guys will have seen them. So these, she does a What's New Wednesday, and in fact when you place an order with her, this is how her order comes, but when you place an order with her, she actually gives you, can't get it out. Let me see. Here we go. I'm getting there. Oh, it's in his own little plastic baggie. That's really cute. She sends like a little sampler through. It's kind of like a bit like her business card kind of thing, I guess. And on it, she's got a hashtag WNW, and that's for What's New Wednesday. Because I can't remember, I probably should have found out, but I think it's once a month or twice a month she does a What's New Wednesday, when she brings out some new releases. If you want to know more, the best thing to do is head over to Facebook and join Ellie Beth Designs UK group on Facebook, because she talks about all her new releases and all of that on her Facebook group. So these are her new releases. Oh, cute Christmas. I'm not going to use those right now because I don't want Christmas in my planner right now, even though I do love Christmas. So what I thought I would do is, because she's recently sent me these, yes, disclaimer, she sent me these for free, and we've done some swaps and everything like that. So just so you know, because if you do videos like that, you have to tell people if you got them for free or whether you bought them and stuff. So yeah, we've done some swaps and all that kind of stuff. So these are her latest releases. They're out on Wednesday, so they should be out by the time I do this video. Well, I'm doing this video in advance because I'm planning for the week ahead, but I won't release this video until Wednesday, so you'll see it a couple of days later. And I thought I would delay it just so that, because I'm showing you what I'm using, if you're interested, then you can then head over to her Etsy shop to go get them. But obviously if I did this early and then released it early, you wouldn't be able to go over there because they're not there. So She sent me these, I'll move some of these things out of the way. So she sent me these like dew drops in like various sizes. They're all autumnal colours, and I'm so autumnal at the moment. And she sent me her Autumn Blooms range, so that these gorgeous autumnal flowers, which is just stunning. And I love the teal, and I love teal and orange popping together. Absolutely stunning. So there's like to-do checklists and banners and various household chores kind of things, and flags and that kind of stuff, which are always really useful. Now a lot of her stickers are designed for Erin Condren users, like they're in the squares, but I don't think that really matters when you're using something like this. I kind of tend to use them anyway and layer them up and that kind of stuff. I don't see that doesn't bother me at all. So there's those, and these are like strips, and one presumes that they are the strips that go across the boxes, the like size for the boxes on the Erin Condren planners, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But you know, they're great for just using like little strips anyway. Then there's some to do, to go, to clean, to buy, to call. And then there's just some like generic tick boxes. They're all like coordinating with the blooms and stuff. And so I'm probably going to use just that collection on its own, to be honest. But she also sent me these sock monkeys, which OMG, I love them, and the fact that they're in autumnal colours as well are just super lovely. So bear with me as I do this. As I say, I've never done a decorate or plan with me video before, so I guess what I'll do is I'll play you some funky music, or some music, and speed it up so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So here we go.
La 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 la, la la, oh oh oh, la 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 la, la la. If every day is just a dream, then who would I wanna be? Today I think I'll be the queen, flying through a time machine. Oh my, discover what's deep inside. Oh loving everything I find. La 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 la, la la. Oh oh oh, la 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 la, la la. If I woke up in a sky of blue, wondered what I ought to do. Every second there's something so brand new, so happy I'm breaking through. Oh my, discover what's deep inside. Oh my, so wonderful being me. La 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 la, la la. Oh oh oh, la 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 la, la la. Oh my my.
Okay, so I'm done, I think. I didn't realise how hard it was to do on camera. Oh my goodness, yes. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Quite difficult to make sure that it was in screen and zoomed in enough, because some people said that they can't always see my pages. There's a reason for that. I don't always zoom in that far because sometimes I don't want you to see what's written on my pages. So I tried to zoom in, and then I was conscious that actually some of it then meant that it was a little bit out of shot, so I apologise for that. So yes, I love how my pages look. I just love those colours. They're absolutely bursting and I love them. What I've done is, because I don't know about you guys, but my weeks are not planned to the hilt like at the beginning of the week, if you know what I mean. Right, for a starter, these pages are to go in my everyday personal and home planner. So this would be stuff that I've got going on in my personal life. I have a different planner that I use for work stuff. So for a start, that's why it's not like massively packed. This is only personal stuff. Secondly, I don't actually have that much going on in my personal life. I don't know, it's not that complicated. There's not loads of us, just me and John, so I don't, you know, haven't got to make sure that everybody's where they need to be at the right time and all that kind of stuff. And thirdly, yeah, I don't necessarily know everything that's coming up in the week. So I didn't want to like fill it up too much, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't necessarily know what next week is gonna hold right now. But yeah, I put in what I did know. And you may be wondering, because I started off with some blank pages, you may be wondering how I knew that I was doing some of this stuff. Well, let me explain. So I'll just run you through my pages and kind of like thought processes. That's my phone! How inconsiderate of someone phoning me whilst I'm trying to do a video. So the inserts that I used were the Webster's Pages Colour Crush inserts. These are the 2015 inserts, and I'm not a big lover of the grey at the top, which they have amended for 2016. Thank goodness, because I am not a lover. I love the paper quality of the inserts, but I don't care for the grey. But they have been changed, so that's cool. So at the top it says this week, and I've literally just done like a nice little border because I don't know yet if I'm going to want to write any notes in there or any extra to-dos or anything. If I realise that I've over decorated and I don't have anywhere to write, then I've got this space at the top here. So you may have seen that I kind of played around a bit with this washing sticker. Basically, I don't know about in your house, but my washing machine is on more than it's not on, I think. I seem to forever be doing washing. So to me, having the washing sticker didn't really matter what day of the week that was on, because I pretty much put washing on every single day anyway. But I thought there was a gap here. On Monday I'm quite busy out and about, so I haven't really got any to-dos, which is why I just put that sticker there, because I thought that's as good a place as any. I quite like this wiggly outline to kind of draw my attention to something that we've got going on there. So down on Tuesday I decided to use one of these squares, cut it down a bit and make it a bit like washi tape. And then I cut down the page flaggy bullet thingy, and I've left room here. I know there's stuff going to be going on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure about it, so I've left this room here to write whatever those things are, and then I can just tick them off as I go. I know I need to meal plan, so I have marked off meal planning with a little asterisk in my planner. And then because I'll have meal planned on Tuesday, I know that the food will be delivered on Wednesday. I do internet food shopping, so my food shopping just gets delivered, and I shall probably get it delivered on Wednesday. And then I thought I'd use the plan flag because I thought a mid-week planning session can never, you know, never go astray. And right now I'm just putting some dotted lines around it. I don't know why. Just felt moved to do so. I just thought it might look cool. I was just looking at the dots around those flowers there, and I just felt like doing some dots around the plan sticker. As you can see, I put stuff in the corners, and I did stuff over the 2 pages, and I hole punched the holes. In fact, I ended up hole punching all of the holes because my hole punch is bigger than the Webster's Pages holes, so I hole punched them again. I used some of the strips up the top here to be a bit like washi tape. I could not for the life of me get that cut straight for some bizarre reason, I don't know. And then I always have a social day on a Thursday. I always go and see my friends for lunch on a Thursday, and I always FaceTime with my mum and dad on a Thursday, so they're in there. And then Fridays very much for me tend to be catching up, busy, loads of housework. So I always change the bed on a Friday. I do that as regular as clockwork because I don't know, I find it really easy in my head to be like, ah, it's Friday, it's change the sheets day. I don't know whether I do it too much or too little, so don't judge me either way. That's just kind of how it works for me, is that I kind of, every Friday I change the sheets. But I know there's going to be some more stuff coming up, but I don't know what yet, so I've left that blank and some more space here. Black bin day, it's green and blue bin day 1 week and black bin the next week, and that happens to be black bin. Use the weekend banner because hello, it's the weekend, that's something worth celebrating. And then I just use those little strips to kind of make it look like it was actually hanging, and a couple of embellishments and a little flag there because I just thought that the darkness of that flag kind of balanced. A lot of designers do stuff in triangles, which is something that I tend to do as well, because it is more pleasing to the eye that way. So I've got a triangle there with the little dotty things, a triangle there with the dark stuff, and then like kind of like the red things like that. I kind of tend to do triangles without really thinking on it. So like you've got the yellow and then the yellow. Don't know why, I just tend to do triangles without even thinking it. So there we go, that's my pages, my little plan with me or decorate with me, whatever you will. I love how they look. I just, oh, gorgeous. And as you can see, so I got frog in my throat, I have tons. I didn't even use that. I didn't even use that. I just about used that, but then I cut down those, so I've still got 2 bars there if I want to. I used a few strips off of here, but I've still got tons of strips left on there. I used a fair few off of here, but I still have tons left on there. And on the flowers I used a fair few, but I've still got tons left on there. And did I even use, oh I forgot about that. I was going to use this one and then I stuck it back on there, so yeah, I haven't used any of those. So you do get quite good value for your money off these packs. But I suppose if you're using the Erin Condren, maybe you'd use more because the boxes are bigger and there's more boxes space to fill. I do not know. But there we go. That's my little first attempt, my very first video, my very first attempt at doing a plan with me or a decorate with me video. So I hope you're kind and don't leave me loads of negative feedback for my first attempt. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you soon. Take care, bye.